Hello, my posse. Hello, all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for coming into my living room today. And thank you to all my new subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. I so appreciate you. I appreciate the fact that you share me and that you have hit the subscribe button to subscribe to me. And don't forget to hit the little bell because it'll give you all my notifications of when I have something new and exciting coming up. Today is one of my favorites. Get ready with me. We're going to be using some of old products that I've already have and love and I've reviewed before. And I'm going to show you how I got this eye look with my new Morphe palette. And this one is called Just a Crush. And I think you're going to love this. So thank you again for coming by, and I will see you at the end. But now for the Get Ready With Me. No makeup, here it comes. All right, here we go. So today, I just put all my moisturizer on, you know, my Elafrida vitamin C, hyaluronic acid. I put a moisturizer on, and I actually bought this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I've never tried this before. One of my subscribers asked me if I used one. I think it was Elena Stanley. Kathy Parker bought this and asked me if I used it, and I said, nah, I don't use this stuff. But I thought I would try it since I had a couple of people and a few more people that have tried it and liked it. I bought the Poreless Putty Primer, and I got the, anyway, I don't see a color on here, but it's got the pinkish box to it. I thought there's like three. There's white, and then there's this, and I think there's another color. Anyway, I tried it, and I put it on with my blending brush, and that's all I have on my face at the moment. At the moment, girls, at the moment. So this is pretty good. I actually used it yesterday for the first time to try it, and not bad. My makeup stayed on, you know, pretty good. You leave it on, you let it dry. So I think this is pretty nice. It kind of blends all the imperfections out of your face and kind of like the circles a little bit under your eye. So yeah, I'm going to add that, I think, to my arsenal of makeup products. So, but today we're going to just do a really quick and chat a little bit. We're going to do a Get Ready With Me, and I'm going to do the Morphe eye palette. One of my subscribers, hello, Mary Reed. She noticed that I didn't have my Buxom on one day when I did a video. She says, you don't have your Buxom Purely Platinum and Brown Splendor. Oh, I should know it by heart. I said, no, I got a new one on Morphe. So I thought, well, I'll show you what it is. I'll put it on in a bit. But it's the Morphe, and it is the 9J, and it's called Just a Crush. And it's really, really pretty. So it is all the colors. It's on this little paper here that shows all the colors. You can see my camera back there and my window. Hello, window. A trampoline outside that I don't jump on. I don't know why, because I couldn't fall on anything but a soft trampoline bottom, but no. Anyway, so the colors are really, really pretty. They are actually, let's see if I can read them. Who can read this small print? This one up here is called, on the top here, it's called Will They. The second one in here is called Wink. And this one is called Butterflies. And then middle is Glance. In the middle of that is First Kiss. And then Double Text here. And then Casually, Flustered, and Make a Move. Yeah, make a move. Come on, I dare you. So we're going to try these on in a minute. But I'm really impressed with this. And I do have another Morphe palette too that I'm going to try. Maybe I'll do another one and just do the eyes for you. But today I'm just going to start out by putting on my CoverGirl. And this is my 855 CoverGirl. I love this. You know how I love the Outlast. And we're going to just put that on a little bit, like so. And for the sake of not messing up my fingers too much, I'm going to use a brush. I don't usually use a brush, girls. Hold on. But I will use a brush today. So if you see me looking down here, I'm looking at my handy dandy mirror because I can't see you. I know you're looking at me. Hi, everybody. But I can't see. Oh, I hate being blind. Almost. Anyway, everything is so blurry. And you know what? Since I've had, we're going to chit chat a little bit too. Since I've had that coronavirus, one of the things that has really affected me was my eyes. My eyes are really, really blurry. So I have to go schedule myself for glasses, and I'm not really sure how they examine you. I mean, these doctors get so close and breathe their breath into your face. Oh no. I guess, do I wear a mask and he wears a mask? I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous, but I really can't see. I can't even see out of my other glasses. So yeah, not real happy about that. So anyway, so I always bring my makeup. I usually do it with my hand and come all the way down into my neck, and it hides a lot of imperfections in your neck. And I've been really working on my neck. I'm going to do a video pretty soon about my neck, how I've been working it. So this is my CoverGirl. You know how I love CoverGirl. I don't think I've ever been out yet that I have not had a compliment on my skin from using CoverGirl makeup. So that is that. And I'm going to wait and put my concealer on after I put my Morphe on. So we're just going to do this first. And then I forgot my brushes. That's what I came here for, is my shadow, and I forgot my brushes. Duh. I'll be right back. I don't know what the numbers are. I don't know nothing about them, but I bought them a while ago. In fact, I need some new ones. I need to get Glitzy Fritzy's brushes here. But for now, I'm going to use these. Now, I'm going to do, I think I'll do this one. I think I got this one from Carol, sent it to me when I got my masks. So I think for now, we will use this. We'll go in the creases with this. And again, I want to tell you, I am not here to tutorial you, because I mean, the way I throw my eye makeup on is really kind of funny. But anyway, we're going to go down here and use this one called Casually. And I kind of think this is a really pretty color. I love the cranberries. And, you know, I've talked about this before when you're blind and you're trying to put on eye makeup. And again, let me drop a name, Glitzy Fritzy, and also Bren from Bren's Beauty Boutique. She does some really great tutorials. But Mary is as blind as me. I don't know how she does it. I mean, come on. I laughed at myself the other day because, you know, here I am, 77 years old, trying to be fancy with my eyeshadows. And I can't see. And, you know, you're painting on a canvas that's what, an inch, a half inch? And they do these, I mean, this amazing contour. I mean, I watch them. I've watched Mary until I'm purple. And I don't know how she does it. But anyway, I'm going to go down here. And we're going to go into Casualty. Casualty, did I say? Hold on. Casually. We're going to go into Casually. And we're just going to put it in the crease here, like so. So yeah, we're going to casually put it in the crease of my eye. No, of my toe. Of course it's my eye. Hello. And I'm going to play Glitzy here. So this is a really pretty color. It's kind of brown, but yet it's kind of got like a cranberry-ish color to it. And I'll blend that all in later. But it just kind of goes into the crease with this number 172. I don't know what the number of this is. Whatever works for you. So we're just going to go in like so. And I do like to go up. You know, I him-hawed about that going up on your eye. And I stopped doing it for a while and just started to go here, but it didn't lift my face enough. I like a little lift in the face, and I like kind of like the cat eye-ish look, so to speak, to me, because it just kind of, you know, I'm all about lifting up. You know, if I had a knob up here, you know, I just keep turning it and lifting myself up, but it's another surgery another time. So we're just going to go into the crease. And it's a very, very, very pretty color. What I also do with this color is, hold on, is I take my tiny little brush and put it in, and I put it in the bottom, like so. Look like a contortionist here with all this stuff. Well, let's see if I can do that. We'll just put it in just on the bottom lash. This is what I do, girls. Like I say, I'm not a tutorialist. Hey, boys and girls, can you say tutorialist? Word of the day. Anyway, so we're just going to put it under the eye a little bit. It's not as harsh as Bron, because sometimes I'll use the Bron, and it's not as in your face as the cranberry under your eye. So that's just kind of pretty. And I just love foundation. I think that Putty is really good. It's making the foundation stay off. And I just think you could just go out with just foundation and of course concealer, which I haven't done yet. So that is that color called Casually. Then we're going to go into, hold on. Then we're going to go into this one here that's called Double Test. And it's this one here. And we're going to take, I'll take this brush here, kind of an angled brush, and go in to this, and this will pop that creamy. I've been a brown and a purely platinum girl from Buxom for so long, but I've watched, many of you creators do this cranberry, and for my skin tone and my wig tones, I really, really like the cranberry. It just kind of pops my eyes, and under a mask, that's all they can see is your eyes, so why not pop them, right? So we're going to take this, and we're going to just come in a little under that crease, just to give it some really nice color. Pop that in the corner a little bit. Pop it in the corner, and then I'm going to go above that Casually just a little bit. I'm going to hit that with the Double Text a little bit, just to kind of pop that color again. Then we'll do the other eye. I'm going to come in just on the corner, dab a little bit, like so. Like so. So has everybody been thinking about, their loved ones and thinking about something funny? I was thinking about the other day of my family and the ones that have passed, of course, and the funny stories that I have about my relatives. I'm telling you, I got to tell you this, and you may think this is terrible and go, oh my gosh, that's terrible. But I have to tell you about my Aunt Vic, who was my dad's sister, was just about the funniest person that I've ever met. We're going to go into this top one here a little bit, which is called Butterflies. And we're going to just go over the lid a little bit. Very, very pretty color. But anyway, my Aunt Vic was just the funniest woman that you can ever imagine in your whole life. She had a Pennsylvania accent, and she was kind of a really big woman. I mean, bigger than the guys. She was bigger, or her husband was like 5 foot, little Italian guy, talked with an accent. He was my Uncle Carmen. And Aunt Vic was just probably, I'd say she's 5'10", which was pretty tall for those days, which has nothing to do with my story. But anyway, she was just the funniest thing. She had this Pennsylvania accent that she would say things, and she had this little speech impediment, like she talked like this a little bit, but it made her so special, and it made her so funny, especially when she'd swear in Italian with this little impediment in her speech. But she used to tell us a story all the time Oh, I don't like that when that frosted highlight glitter stuff gets in the cracks, so I got to fix that. But anyway, she would tell us a story about when they were like really poor. Well, mostly everybody was poor back then, but she would go into the supermarket. She had 6 kids, and she would go into the supermarket, and they didn't have any money. And of course, I'm going to take a little bit of this, which is called Glance. We're just going to pop a little bit right in the center with my finger, just to highlight that. Isn't that pretty? I just think that's pretty just the way it is. So anyway, she would go into the store with her 5, 6, I think she had 6 kids. I'd have to count them all in my head. And she would go and she would get her buggy. She would go through the store at lunchtime, and she would buy bread. She would buy lunch meat. She would buy orange juice. She would buy, grapes. She'd buy milk. She'd buy ding-dongs or whatever they had back then, and go through the store. And as she's shopping, she would open up the bread. She would open up the lunch meat. She would open up the cheese. She would open up the orange juice, and she would feed her kids in the store while they were grocery shopping. And she'd walk around until all the kids were fed, and then she'd leave the store and leave the buggy. And I would go, oh, Aunt Vic, how could you do that? And she'd go, oh, well, oh my God, I ain't got no money. I mean, I got to feed my kids. I couldn't worry about that. And she'd be talking. And I mean, her telling the story was just so funny. But that's what she used to do. That's how she fed her kids, because they didn't have any money. And she had like 6 kids. I said, today you couldn't get away with that because you have cameras everywhere and they would come and get you. But back in the day, she would go grocery shop. She'd go to a different grocery store. I'm using this pencil, by the way, to just line my eyes. And this pencil I just picked up at Walmart, which is called Infallible. It's Poreless long wear eye pencil, and it's kind of a pretty color. It's kind of a blackish brown, but it's got this really pretty glow to it. I don't know, it's really pretty, so I'm going to try that out. But yeah, back in the day, I just lined the top just a little bit. That's how she would feed her kids. And she would do it, a few times a week. And, the story was funny when she told it years later. But I remember as a kid going, just going to come up and wing that a little bit. Like I say, I like when that comes up. You can see how it lifts our face. And, at 77, we need all the lifting we can get. So that is pretty much that. So that is really pretty. I've used these 4 here. I haven't used this one. I guess let me swatch these for you really quick. This one is the Casually. And this one, what was this here? I gotta put my glasses on. This one was a Casually. This one here is called Flustered. Nice pigment to this Morphe palette here. This one here is called Make a Move. Go ahead, I dare you. Make a Move. Really pretty. That's a pretty shade too, that Make a Move. And then we have Glance, which is the light one, kind of like a sparkly cream colored one, which is really pretty. And this one here is called First Kiss. And that one is, I don't know if I'd wear that on my eyes. It's pretty bright. I guess I could try it. And then, of course, the double text, which I use. And this one here at the top is called Will They. And Will They is kind of a, hold on. It's kind of a pretty color. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, I got it on my What Will Barb Do bracelet. WWBD. And then the center one here is Wink. And Wink is really very pretty also. It's kind of nice pigment. Really nice pigment. It's I really I love the colors of this. Love the colors. So I'm not allergic to Morphe, and I'm really happy about that. I'm gonna take a little bit of the double text on there that I have on the sides, and we're gonna come up a little bit like so. hold on, like with this little brush and come up. And then this one, we'll just blend it in a little bit. Like so. You can see I'm not a pro at this. But you know, you got to improvise when you're 77. I mean, what other 77-year-old, well, a lot of you are, maybe you're older too, but you go in the bathroom and try to find a mirror big enough, like 10, that you can actually see to do this. It's like crazy. And then I'm thinking, why do I need to do this at 77? Because you guys do it, and you show me how to do it, and I want to do it. And why not? I mean, we all like to look good and try different things. And just because you're older doesn't mean that you can't have fancy dancy eyes. So that's what I did. So I think that's decent. I got to fix this, though, a little bit. Hold on. All right, let's take a little bit of the pencil and line it on the inside a little bit. Just on the inside of the bottom. Just give it a little dimension, like so. So yeah, so I was reflecting about my Aunt Vic. I'm telling you, she also used to have parties at her house, and there was so many people. I mean, when the family got bigger and her kids got bigger and they got married and they had kids, she would have parties at her house. She'd have Thanksgiving, she'd have dinners. We always got together and had big parties and things at our house. It was just amazing. And she would go to the furniture store and she would order all new furniture. And people would come over and go, oh, Aunt Vic, and oh, Mom, you got new furniture, huh? This is beautiful. She'd go, oh, yeah. And we'd all go, how's she affording that furniture? She can't even put food on the table. You know, what is she doing? And then after the party was over and everybody went home, she would cut little, I want to say she cut holes in it, but little threads. She'd pull little threads and she'd call the furniture store and say, this couch, she'd wait like a week or two. She'd go, this couch is falling apart. You better come and get it. This couch is just a mess. And back then they just came and they picked it up and she put her old furniture back and that was it. We were like, what? I mean, that's the kind of stuff she did. I mean, it was bad. It would be bad today if somebody did that. You know that. But back in the day when she used to tell the story, I used to go, I can't believe she did that. That's tragedy. Anyway, but I was reminiscing about my family, and I mean, they did some pretty crazy things. I've got so many stories. It's unbelievable. So we're going to take under the eye, and we're going to use our rewind under the eye. And kind of, you know, I like a lot of white under my eyes. I've already said that. I love this particular color of Rewind is called Sand. And I really like this color. So let's put that on. So yeah, so I think if you just think about some of your family and what they've done, I'm telling you, my family was just absolutely crazy. They were Italian family. And just, if you've ever seen the comedian Sebastian Monticello, oh gosh, I should know his name, and you hear his stories about his Italian family, that was my Italian family. You know, like the whole, if you've seen his act about like, come on in, I got the Entenmann's for you, I got Senka cooking for you, come on in for a cup of Senka. People would ring your doorbell at all hours of the night. You know, you didn't care. You were always ready with your Entenmann's cake and your Senka coffee. I was like, he's one of the funniest Italian comedians I think I've seen. And he's so my family. Oh my gosh. He tells stories about his dad. So my family. Okay, so we put the highlight or the concealer on. And I love this little brush that I bought. And I messed up the corner again, so we'll have to do the casually in here. Kind of sweep that across. I like that little red up there a little bit. I'm just going to take a little bit of Will They and put it on the top a little bit, under the brow a little bit. Just a little bit to blend that. Like so. So that was pretty easy. That's pretty simple, guys. I don't do a whole lot of different colors and you know, I just think that this palette here is a very, very different palette, a very pretty palette for fall, very, very pretty palette. You can spruce it up with some of the sparkles that they have to line your eye with for the Christmas holidays. I just walked into Ulta's and my husband was in the car and I said, let me just grab any palette. And I never used Morphe and I thought, oh boy, I'll probably go back because I'll be allergic to it, but I'm not. So I really, really love this palette. I think you can play it down, you can play it up. I exaggerated a little bit today. I don't usually go to Kroger's with this. Well, yes, I do now because I have masks on. All you got is your eyes, so what the heck. So I got that. And then I bought this yesterday. I was looking for a new blush. I think my blush is few and far between to get, but I was looking for a matte blush. I don't like glossy highlighting stuff on my face. I just don't. I think when you're older, the highlighting just accentuates any fine lines and wrinkles that you have, and matte is so hard to find. And I ran across this at Ulta's the other day. It's Ulta brand, actually. It's a flushed brush, and this one is called Flamingo. And I really think the color is really pretty. And you know I'm a blush queen, but yeah, it's really pretty with my skin tone. I'm really happy with this. I bet you think I can see what I'm doing, don't you? And I can't. So if I look like Kathy's clown, I'm Kathy's clown. So, but anyway. That's, and I always put some on my nose here, and I always this is only kind of contouring I do. I don't usually do the brown contouring on my jawline here. So pretty much, I think that's a really pretty color. So that's pretty much all I do with the eye color, and that's pretty exaggerated. You know, the eyes are pretty, but the pink and the colors on that in the center, I think are absolutely a beautiful, beautiful color. I love this palette, I'm very pleased with that. I'm very pleased with my e.l.f. And now my mascara, I'm gonna try, this is new. I'm gonna put this on. I got this actually as a free sample at Ulta's the other day when I was there because I donated to whatever, the Children's Fund or something, St. Jude's or something. So I donated, because I donated, they gave me this free. And it is black, and it's the BFF brush, it says. So I am going to try this and see, but let me curl my lashes, hold on. All right, so I curled my lashes, but I do want to put on my e.l.f. I bought some e.l.f. powder. I bought this before. I really like the e.l.f. powder. This is just the white, no color to it. If I could see the holes to open them. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. And just lightly powder it, like this is an it. Powder your face. There. 1, 2, 3 powdering. And then we'll try the Tarte. Now this is not waterproof, and I am a fan of waterproof only because it just smears. I've tried all kinds of mascara that's not waterproof, and I'm telling you, by the midday I've got black under here, and I can't stand it. The waterproof is harder to get off at night, but I'd rather spend the couple minutes of taking it off at night. Oh, and by the way, speaking of taking off your makeup, you know how I hate washing my face at night, but I got to tell you, Mary Ellen, over 60, she showed this on her channel one day about taking these little scrunchies and putting them on your wrists like this, so that at night when you wash your face, the water don't all drip down your arm. Who thought of that? I said, who thought of that, Mary Ellen? you did, because I never heard of it before. Because one of the things that I hate washing my face, especially at night, and in the morning I do it in the shower, is like that water drips down your elbows, gets all over your counter, gets all over your pajamas. This is like the best thing ever, invention ever. So thank you, Mary Ellen, for that. Who thought of this? Dollar store, too, Dollar Tree. So anyway, let's try this mascara. I'm not sure how this is going to be. It's got a BFF brush. So, oh, the brush looks pretty decent. Look, not too bad. So let's try it and see. So I hope you like the stories. I mean, I hope you didn't find them like, oh my gosh, that's terrible of my Aunt Vic. I have no control over my Aunt Vic. She was just the funniest woman in the whole world. I mean, I have more stories about her and my family that are funny to us. They weren't funny back then, but like years later, knowing my Aunt Vic, oh my gosh, she was just one of those real Italian riots. So, and I hope you have some funny things. If you have a funny story about one of your relatives that were like, oh, but are funny now, put them in the comment, because I love to laugh. You guys are so funny anyway. I love your comments, some of them. I just laugh. Sometimes at night in bed, my husband will go, what are you laughing at? And I'm going, listen to this comment that they wrote. It's just, you're so funny. You just like pick me up with your comments. So let's put this on, and then I'll be back so you don't watch me going lash for lash, and see how this looks, and see if it gives fullness and that they don't stick together, because I can't see until I put my glasses on. So I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, that is the Tarte mascara. I'm not sure if it's going to be my BFF. It looks a little clumpy to me, and it's burning my eyes a little bit. I don't know why. So that is the way she looks. So now let's try some lipstick on and go from there. And then I think we'll be done. I'll take my hair down and see what kind of lipstick now do I want. This one here, I think this one's kind of pink. This is the one that I bought when I did my Believe review. This one is Velvet Matte Liquid Lipstick, and I think I wore this before and thought it was a little too gaudy for me. I forget. It's very matte, and I like to draw the hearts up here. You know, as we get older, our lips go south. I don't know where they go. I used to have really big full lips, but not anymore. So this one here is called, let me see if I can see the color. I think it's called Hauit Pink, H-A-U-T Pink. It's a little, I don't like the color too much. Let's see if this is a Stay Gloss by Rummel. See if that brings it up a little bit. Oh, look, I was going to look into my magnifying glass. Hello! Well, and the other thing that if my lipstick is too bright or too gaudy for me, the other thing that I do, I have another one of these, is that I take a little bit of the concealer and run it over a little. Like so. And it brings it down some, which tones down, the concealer tones down any bright shade of lipstick. I'm not one at this age for bright red lips, but that's just me. So anyway, let's take my hair down and see what the whole shebang looks like. Well, you saw it at the beginning, but let's finish up that way. Hold on. Ta-da! So that's it. Lighten up the lipstick a little bit. So that's a pretty easy look. I love that Morphe palette, and I think it's a nice clean look. I think the Putty e.l.f. Putty is really good, makes my makeup feel really good, and you know how I love my CoverGirl makeup. So thanks for watching my Get Ready With Me. You're going to probably see a lot of splices and stuff in this because I had to keep putting my glasses on and off, and I had to read stuff, and I didn't want to take up all that time. So I'm going to be cutting and splicing this this video because I can't see. I give you credit, girls, for putting on that eyeshadow on that ½ inch of spaced canvas up there for when you can't see. But anyway, thank you for coming in to my room today and to watching my Get Ready With Me. I so appreciate you. And I think maybe I'll come back tomorrow. I was thinking of doing it today, but it takes too long. I'll just come back and do a little kind of a partial Get Ready With Me in a couple of days maybe, and show you the other Morphe palette that I got that's really pretty. It's more of a smoky eye. So I hope you like this. I love this palette. It is only $12 at Ulta's. That's not a bad price for a palette that has this many beautiful colors in it. So I'm very, very pleased with this color palette. If you want to try it for fall and Christmas holiday time, it's a beautiful palette. And I will do the smoky one the next time. We won't do the whole makeup, but we'll just do the eyeshadow and contour and see what we can come up with. So thank you so much. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you soon. I hope you are all safe, and I hope everybody is good and healthy and happy in your family, and be kind, share kindness. Tough times out there, but we're going to get through this. So I love you. I'll see you again next time. And I've got a wig review coming up in a few days too, so you don't want to miss this one. This was like a requested one. Sorta. I can't remember who requested it though, but I had it in my cart anyway to buy, so it was a win-win. So I love you. Take care. Bye. Hug your family today. Be the best that you can be for yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye.